we're going to do 10 blocks, and after that, you can have an understanding of what you can do. And the least score we have considered is 4. That is something which we have considered right now, and we would show you. We would start with the first block, and
The fourth one, who people who got the 4 as number
yeah,
or
yeah, 4 is the
okay.
total score that they have got. So this is the first block, and I would go with the blog itself, and you guys can actually unmute and really know. Like, I'll remove the personal details once in the editing, but this was the blog which came to us, and uh, it was very elaborate in terms of we saw that there were multiple things which were written on this blog, and this is done by Ishant. And we would highly recommend, guys, that please don't take this as a criticism to your work, but take it as as a positive feedback to your work on things you need to work upon. So if you get offended
And
by something,
also, yeah, and also I don't know like how many times people who really understand it should come over a call and kind of give you this feedback. So it's more than $1,000 worth call, I believe, including me and with Rashish. If we add our hourly costumes also into this, so 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 take it as advice. It's up to you. If you want to make your career, go ahead and take it as a criticism. I would rather if people are taking as a I don't think like we should even call that out. People should be mature enough to like take criticism as something which they should pursue always in their career. So criticism is the one thing which they should always kind of start. So yeah, take it as criticism, but don't get offended. When I say offended, that is different thing. But let's say if I am providing a proper critics around what you have written, then you have to just learn. So if you have written express and you forgot to write one more s into the express, and you have written that here, that's bullshit. So it is going to be pure bullshit. So we are going to call that bullshit out immediately. Okay. So ready to take those calls up, but it will be fun. Yes, Prakash.
yes, let's get started. And please don't. You can just turn on your cameras and please don't unmute yourself during the call. Like we can take up questions in the end of the call itself, and we are putting everybody on the team is putting so much effort to give you the feedback. So do respect it. And to do this, we're gonna just ask you one thing, and that's like supremely easy. Is that we would ask you to screenshot this and put it on Twitter because it means a lot to us. I don't know it means something to you, but it's a way to incentivize the community in a way. Incentivize Soham, incentivize Kanish, Samarth, everyone who's actually putting on their efforts onto it. All you need to do is just take a screenshot, put it on Twitter, how closely we are working with you and enabling you in this ecosystem. So, yep, let me let's get started. This is the first blog. The blog's name is How to Dockerize a Node.js Express Server Run on Spheron Compute. And so feel free to add any comments. So there are prerequisites to it and Dockerizing the Node.js Express server. This is how you do it. And for the team, feel free to call out anything you feel. Right now, we have gone with a score of 4, and 4 is the least score we are considering right now because there were a lot of submissions, and we can just take till the numerization 4. We can just accept that in this call.
So do we have to keep the number now, or the number has already been given?
No,
We are
no.
here just to
It
roll.
has already been, they have already been stated on the leaderboard. The 4 is the eligible criteria to be in this call, like to
So
be
just
judged in
whenever
this
you are
call.
sharing, yeah. So whenever you are just sharing, so is this blog is judged already? It is not, or it is not.
It has been judged. All of these blogs
Whatever is
have
the
been judged.
score.
Yeah. And the scores are minimum starts at 4. And I'll tell the score.
What is the okay? So we don't know the score of this block, right?
Yeah, you don't know it right
Okay.
now, but I'm telling that it's score is the score of this block, and that is the
Okay.
minimum eligibility which we have started from, and that from that we'll go up till the highest score is 8. So
Okay.
yeah,
So this person who has written has got the 4 as a score, right?
yeah,
Okay.
4 as a score. So
Then it will be
it
fun.
lines, yes, yeah.
Okay.
So then this is create a file
Up to
named
this
Docker.
point, it's looking good.
I think this is where uh,
Dance
This is
starts.
where, yes, things go haywire, go down.
deploy and run on Spheron compute.
So this basically shows you are writing the blog just to mine some money out from Spheron. Don't do it. Okay? Don't do it. We know who is here to mine the money, and we know who is here to do what. And we also know like how much capable and caliber you are having. I know you guys must have the capability. But while you are submitting all of these things, what you are also doing with that is you are degrading your profile value just for your knowledge. Okay. So what happens with that is if you are not putting your 100% effort in any, doing any kind of task and you are increasing our task, there are few things which we are also not only us, these works are going to be like shown into the public. And just scroll up a little bit and share this link also with me. This looks just share the okay, so you can keep sharing those links as well.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah, go ahead. I think I have added my comment because I have already read this blog.
deploy and run on Spheron compute and to create deployment.
So basically, like there is nothing to read into this, right? Apart from that, the top copy paste.
Yeah,
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
All right.
So there's,
So we can. So
you
the
can go
okay.
ahead.
So let me tell you the problem. Just go up on the blog. I think the blog was kind of was
I think
okay
from SSH
till
part,
the
it got,
starting.
yeah.
Yeah, the moment you got into this Spheron compute, you thought like you'll be just running it and you'll write some simple statements here and we kind of accept it. We don't because it clearly shows like you have not used Spheron to deploy it. If you would have used Spheron for deployment, I can bet and guarantee and challenge on that as well. You might have written it in a very different way. So that is where everything just went wrong. Is like instead of using Spheron, somebody I think they have just used the documentation of ours.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a
The
replica
initial
of the document.
documentation.
It's a replica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's they have copy pasted it here. Fuck.
And then they added their own ideas after just running the Dockerized server on Spheron using SSH. That's
Okay.
that's not there.
I think 4 is given more to this block. I would recommend to do it 0 because it's worth 0 in that sense because see ultimately we have to be very straight on top of like keeping those giving those values also out, right? So how much this block worth? This block worth 0 to me as a developer. If I look at this as something it just was 0, I can find how to run dockers anywhere else even from docker hub directly. What is the point of me coming and reading it here, right? So I would recommend Prakash make it 0 instead of 4. I don't think like it has a worth even 4 also.
okay, that is a hard start to
Yeah.
to roasting the
So let's
blog.
let's not
Actually.
let Yeah, so let's not give a fake numbers, right? Just four. Why four? It doesn't even worth four also, right? It worth zero. All those things above is already present in the internet. You can just go and copy paste. Below one is already copy pasted from our document. What else has been written where that person has used his own mind, right? It it's zero. So it's basically zero. Just convert that value and make it zero. So how many of you are agree with the zero? You can raise the hand and we can make it zero on the leaderboard now itself. How many of you are okay with giving this post as a zero? Soham is okay. Who else? Mitrashish, Shivashish is okay. Kanishk is okay. Ayush is okay. So we are getting a good vote, right? Anyone else wants to kind of add on? And if you're not voting, just please, Amir is also saying okay. We have already getting couple of votes. Okay, Nikhil also give me okay. Shivashish, okay. See, people are in our favor, so we can vote for zero. Let's downgrade this number to zero. Okay, and this is how we should work. Like this is how we all should decide. Like if there is any worth or not. Make it zero on the leaderboard, and write voted during the community call.
I think we move on to the next part where we, and I think I would be updating that to zero and moving to the next.
Yeah.
This is dockerizing your Rust app with Spheron Compute. So I felt this would have been interesting.
Send the link here also on the.
Yeah.
Okay. And if any one of your blog is been copied here, and if you think whatever we are commenting is wrong, you can also unmute yourself and kind of give your points as well. Like if you have, it might possible we might overjudge it, but because there are few things which we kind of look at is how you have written everything. So generally that is what is enough to kind of find it out. But still, if you think like we are commenting over or there are few things which you have written on your own, but then too we have just pulled your leg now. So you can always unmute and kind of counter those thought process of ours.
So Dockerization just and Spheron, Dockerization is a process. Spheron is
What is the topic of this blog?
so like Dockerize a REST app with Spheron Compute.
Okay. So create Docker file, build the Docker image. All right. Okay, so this person has at least got into how much he has scored?
He also has a score of 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So select import from Docker history option and file the name and name. Okay. At least he went till there. Instance compute. Okay.
I feel like it's quite a copy paste of what we have in the talk as well.
Is it?
Yeah, we have a Rust talk, like how to deploy a Rust app.
Can you open the docs.spheron
I'll,
network and then open the Rust one, our documentation, so that we can see here on your screen, Prakash?
I've saved the link as well.
Yeah, I think copy paste is fine, right? But he has also used screenshots.
Yeah.
Correct. And also
I think he at least built it up. Yeah.
Yeah, and there is also an effort which clearly shows is like he has written about what is Docker, what is Rust, and what is Spheron in the initial intro section of it. If I can kind of take a look. And then index has also been properly created. Do you know what a dock is? Is the sea? It's an enclosed area where ships are loaded, unloaded, and repaired on the software. This is quite good. Must have been picked up from somewhere, but okay.
At least the content
Okay.
is correct
The follow the
from
guide. Okay.
my end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dockerize Rust. This process creating Docker image containing your app, and this I think is when you're traveling to a country. Okay. I think content is good, right? Right, your Rust. And why he has got the 4?
I think
You have Dockerize and
that
deploy
is
the Rust
boring.
app. Okay. So so there is a one step which was kind of missing into this. Not only one, there are a few steps as well. I don't know if this person has really done the deployment. Click deploy, initiate the advanced configuration, customize. Okay. Log into your Docker Hub. Tag the Docker image with your Docker Hub username and repository name using the following. Okay.
I think blog पूरा नहीं है.
That works
The
together
last
to
step
provide the resource
is
and computing power
not
needed to
mentioned
run your
properly.
application.
Hmm.
Yeah. Which
That would be
app it
conclude.
was? Conclusion is, and that's all there is to be. You have Docker deployed Rest, Spheron compute using Docker. I think I'd better give him a little bit more than what he have got on the 4. He's not worth 4. He's worth a little bit more. And the only places where I find difficulty and understanding is at the part where we start talking about the Spheron. So only one screenshot has been taken, and then okay, rest is the represent. And the good part is like he has pointed out the name, what is image, what is tag, correct? Even though it is in our documentation, but again, it takes some job to kind of copy and paste it here as well in a properly formatted way. Select instance plan, choose appropriate plan for Rust app, expose port. Yeah, so here is the configure port mapping was the thing which I think he, like whosoever has written it, must have done a better job. So generally what happens is like the port mapping in Spheron works from internal to external, right? So you have to clearly demonstrate how the port mapping will work. So for example, if I'm opening up inside my Docker, I'm opening port 5000, for example, right? So how exactly I'm going to show it into the Spheron's advanced configuration of port mapping? That is missing. Where and then environment variables
It would be
is
great if we
also
had
something.
mentioned properly on the side of Spheron, like after deployment and other stuff, like how to actually use
Yeah, how
that.
it looks like, right?
Yeah.
And then in the next configuration and click on deploy and yeah, I think you can increase +1 from my side to him. Instead of giving 4, you can give him 5 because of the some more quality which he has. Can we do it?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So while you are deciding the user this one the leaderboard, make sure like you have new leaderboard being created on the same line, like how it got changed during the call. Tell me like how many of you want to give or add +1 from your side on his blog. Let's go with the vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we are already in power. So we can overthrow Prakash point here 4, and we can reassign the point 5.
He also agrees.
He's also agreeing on that point.
So the
All
fun
right.
part is so the fun part is that there are people on the top leaderboard who just have difference of 1 mark into it. So for that, 1 mark would be very important that you get it or
That will be
get there
fun.
properly. Yeah.
That will be fun, right?
Yeah. So we move on to uh, and I think Nikhil is in the call. So This is Nikhil's blog on Dockerize your website application on Spheron Team.
Okay, it's a 6 minutes read. That's good. Just send the link here. I think Prakash, your internet is screwed. But just send your link here.
I am out, but I just
Dockerize your Next.js application on Spheron Compute. Okay. Okay, so first mistake, the logo of Spheron has been changed and the screenshot which was used is wrong. The logo is used incorrectly here. So Spheron no longer represent the way it represents now. That is one thing. It facilitated that while boosting the scalability, security, transparency of your applications Spheron by. Okay, so there is a very disconnect in the line here itself. So if you read the line, it serves as a strong framework that facilitates development while boosting the scalability, security, and transparency of your application. And then dot, and then again it starts with Spheron by leveraging blockchain decentralized. So I think there is a lack of connector. I Sivashish kind of answered this one because he must be better like a person to kind of answer that. Scroll up, Prakash. You have to go up. We are still reading that. You are in CCD or what? Or using some free internet?
I couldn't complete the meetup at time, so I had to run to a Pizza Hut.
Okay. Right. So not this one. Just go above. So there is a understanding Spheron and overview. I was kind of talking about. Or else do one thing. Share me the screen and then I'll kind of let me go through it instead of you. If you have internet issue.
Okay, just a second. What I'll do is I'm just gonna give you just a second.
Yeah, let me start sharing my screen instead.
I have shared the sheet with you.
Okay, so
yeah. So I think what we are doing is that we are taking. You can see me on the sheet.
Okay.
And we are putting top.
So can you get
10 slots.
Can you see my screen, everyone? Can you guys see my screen? If you can confirm, anyone?
Yeah,
Yes,
we can see.
We can.
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So we are picking up the top 10, right?
Yeah.
Prakash?
Yep.
From the sheet?
Yeah, so you can see me on the sheet. I have Nikhil on there, and from that, you have to choose top 10 after that.
Okay, so we are doing Nikhil's now. Correct? Okay. All right. So let's go here. So if you kind of look at here, there is a context mismatch. Sivashish, if you can add. the value if I'm telling right or not, because I'm not a writer, but I kind of
No, you are right.
understand.
Like it was not necessary to write again Spheron, and then again he started by leveraging blockchain decentralized network nature.
Yeah,
He could
and then
he could start by
again it,
yeah
yeah.
yeah
Please go ahead.
yeah. There was like it was not needed. I don't think he has used any grammar things to check also. Otherwise, like it could have been shown there also.
Yeah.
And maybe he
So you
has
can always.
used Chat
Do you
GPT
have
or
any
something.
recommendation? Yeah, man. ChatGPT is the bullet nowadays. I don't know like
Yeah.
who is not using it.
The
So
god.
please use it. Use it. Yeah. And I think like what was the winning cost here? What was the winner was supposed to be getting from our side? Prakash? Okay, so Prakash his internet is kind
Yeah.
of screwed up. What was the winning cost? What winner was supposed to
It's
Winning
get?
200
prize.
USD. The
Oh,
overall
okay.
prize pool is 200 USD.
Okay. So overall price pool. Okay, so you are losing the money now. How to deploy next app? Next.js app is process or JavaScript or whatever. Okay, blah blah blah. Prerequisite. Okay. Create next app. We have created next this command says the. All right. Okay. So here, do you guys know we have a Spheron CLI? If you would have used Spheron CLI, you should have just said Spheron CLI create next app, create DApp, and go to the default template and just select a next app, and you by default will have a boilerplate created for the next app, and you don't even have to write all of these things. Okay, so you just clearly have to just say Spheron CLI space create DApp, go to the existing DApp, and click that whatever we have as a template, and you don't even have to write all of these things like nps create next app or whatever. In that way you should be having a boilerplate ready by default, which can be directly served from Spheron as well in a static way or in a dynamic way as well, depending on like how you are going to be configuring it. But again, it's good like you have used npx navigate a project using directory. Okay, within the project create new file hello.js. Till here it's fine. Export default. All right, so let's check the code. Export default function bundle. Okay, handle. To verify that the app is running correctly, start run dev. Okay, create Docker file. Is this Docker file is correct? 14 Alpine. npm
Yep.
install, npm run 3000, npm start. Okay,
Yep, it
npm
looks
start.
good.
What is the expose port is 3000. Set default platform for Docker build is Linux AMD 65. I think this is what we have, right? Yes, you search correctly.
Yes. Yes.
If you're an Apple device or any ARM6, you may find a problem. Okay, so this is in our documentation as well, but it's good. Like you have pointed it out here. Build the Docker image. So save the Docker file in the root directory of Next.js app. Open a terminal. Navigate. Okay, Docker build -t next app dot run next app. Okay, push the app to the Docker hub. Done. Okay, so you have to log in into Docker hub. Okay, you have already given login -u your username. It's good. Tag app, this is good. Push is done. Run this Spheron compute. I think most of you are creating a problem here. I think that above problem is also might be because of these things are also available very openly on internet, where you can go and find the same things. Even if I write some of your lines now on my so let's say in this root directory, create a Docker file. Just write Next.js, create a Docker file on my Google. I should be able to find, see, on the first hand itself, I can go and use this completely. Like, so the intent of the blog was is like why somebody is going to be coming on your blog versus somewhere else. So because tons of different people are already talking about Docker, right? What you have written, what you have done, one thing which is very unique to your one. I don't see any uniqueness here. The only uniqueness was is to like add this Spheron part, and that is one of the reasons like we were asking again and again to use this Spheron part, so that let's say people who if we kind of search it on Google Docker plus compute. So Spheron also kind of comes into. Okay. So in that way, that is why we were kind of asking for most of you kind of write it. But when it comes to Spheron compute, you like how to do it. Like they so पूरी टट्टी यहीं पे कर दे रहे हो आधे आधा करके. Whenever it is coming to the Spheron part, and the people who are going to be giving you the money, you are not giving a justification to them, versus like you are giving justification to doctor. I believe like now hundreds and thousands of people into this world now can kind of use easily can use Docker. So the high intent point was to like explain Spheron as well with that. And there is no, it is copy paste. Like even if in ours, it is also there. It's much better written in our documentation.
This is there.
So
Yeah.
yeah. And how much he got as a score? Just give me a second. What was the score? Okay, let me just check the score. All right. So the score was 4. Okay. So I'll not vote for the reason previous one got +1 is because he has used at least screenshot and like making sure he has done something. I'm not in a favor of like giving additional points. So I'm good with whatever the number he has got around 4. 3. Okay. So Kanishk is voting for 3. Anyone else wants to vote? Lower down the number, or increase the number. Anyone? So either just raise your hand if you think that 4 is okay, or raise your hand. So let's go with this. Raise your hand if you think 3 is okay. No? Okay. So now let's raise our hand if 4 is okay. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So basically we are in again. The point has been given correctly. So his thing is not going to change. It is going to be 4. Now coming to someone else. Let's pick. Who shall I pick? There's Adam has written something. Let's open this one on the dev.to. I can pick anyone, right, Prakash? Above Nikhil?
Yeah. So we have a hard
Okay.
deadline at 10, and we would be taking top 2 blogs at 9:50.
Okay. So let me quickly then run through. This is good. Change the Web3 world with Django and Spheron. Awesome. Good framework has been picked up.
Yeah.
So here, Docker Hub account will need a Dockerized app, but put in a Spheron compute network and put it on Spheron. And the last thing is Spheron account. Okay. So basically, he's talking about what are the things we need. A simple app. Second, you will be need 3 things first. Okay, so this is good. I think he's just clearly pointing it out what you need and dot. You go to next one, create a Django app, pay install, Django admin, start a project, blah blah blah, dot. Okay, we are going to be running server, open a web browser and visit here. This is good. 127.0.1. Perfect. Now what? We have to run Django app. We can start thinking how to put in Spheron compute. First, we need to create a requirement.txt. We need this file to pass the module. We need to have an application running. Okay. Creating a Docker file. This is a Docker file which got created cmd in manage by server and server. Okay. Now we can build a Docker image using the command. The command is good. Run. Okay. It is running. He is running locally now. Now sign up, select create repository. Okay. Push the image as well. Image has been pushed. Okay. So he has given the link of the image. So it looks like he has done it. So I'm going to consider it like he has done it. Okay. Again. Done. Okay. So till here, everything was good. Like I love what it was reading. But now run on Spheron, click new cluster, select import Docker Hub. Okay, this is good. This is good. Add container port, blah, blah, blah. Why can't we just show it if we have already done it using screenshot, like how the Docker has been shown here, how these codes have been shown here? Okay. I can understand this person might have used it or they might have not used this Spheron, but I'm sure on one thing is like this is not how you kind of run on Spheron. There's a better way of doing it, and that is one of the reasons like we have asked writers to write it and then put the things. Click new cluster on the top right corner, select import. This is good. Like you have used click. Okay, so let me go to here. Our
Yeah,
docs.Spheron network.
that's what I'm actually going to tell you. Just
Yeah.
run the docs. It's total
And
copy
then
paste.
server guide, and then go to Django.
Go to
Okay.
the last one.
So
The
it is
same.
from the starting, it
Even
looks
the
like
app
the
is
copy of
same.
this only.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 64. I want to downgrade this one.
Me
The
too.
reason because I don't think like okay, so even all of these things are also same. It is looking like the requirement of txt create. Okay,
Completely same. That's
completely same.
completely
Why
same.
completely?
Yes.
You could have used something else. Why only this one? Okay, so he has used something else instead of using our image of
He used his own. Yeah.
his own. So I would recommend like he has done his own. He has not used ours. But let me just see the functions. Okay, definition hello
So
world.
he
Let me
probably
just
run
show.
it on his own, on his local server, and
Okay,
then suppose it to
no,
doc.
yeah, it is the
But
same. It is the same one.
yeah, the app is same, uh, and
Everything
the
is
whole
same.
content is same as
So
well.
so don't just change the name, but just by changing the name of the file, it does not becomes your content. So one of the learning here, we can write this learning into our side. Don't just change the name. Just by changing, you cannot own a content. To own a content, you have to write something which is yours. Okay. So please, I am going to downgrade him to what should be the number? It's pure copy
Oh,
paste. Like the only name thing is the file name change, and that's it.
what is the current one? 4.
Yeah, I don't think it's four. It has to be lower. I'm
No, no,
against the
he's
four.
getting 4, right? Yeah, let's go
Yeah.
2.
At least Nikhil has written much more better. Like even he also has copy, but there are few things he has written on his own. So four for him is
Hmm.
justified. But for this, I don't think like the four is going to be justified just because these lines has been written clearly, and then rest is been copy pasted. But for this
I
line, we
think
can we can vote.
yeah, and he did his own, like he at least attached his own this thing screenshots. I think that's
So
also fine.
Ayush is saying one. I am saying what else? What is your thoughts, Shivashis, on this one?
Yeah, he is. We can already clearly see that he has copy pasted and also didn't added the screenshots, proper screenshot what he is using on his Spheron. He could have added there, but he had just written all the pointers just in a row.
So shall
No one is
we
going to do like that.
shall we make it one?
Yeah, one is fine because already he had 90% of content is copied. So yeah, one
Yeah.
is fine
How many of
for the
are
heading and the row.
ready for the one? Okay, so you guys have to vote it very strategically as well. Okay, because the more people will start getting one and twos and everyone, the chances of the winners of who are on the top is going to like exceed dramatically. So one, I think most of us are in the favor. So Prakash,
Yeah.
I'm just making him one on the same sheet. Can I, or you will be doing it?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me do that.
Okay, so just add in front, just add voted during community, okay, in this sheet itself.
Yeah.
All right. How much time we have left now? 15 minutes.
Yeah.
All
We
right. So
can go
let's
ahead with
pick.
6.
We can go ahead with Samarth has got the fourth one or yeah, sixth one. The people who have got the 6 number, right, on the blog.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go here on this one. So CI/CD with GitHub Actions. Okay. So this is the new topic. Spheron protocol is an all-in decentralized for automation platform. CI/CD. It has also simplified CI/CD process for with your GitHub repository with instance update. GitHub Action can ensure your instances are always up to date. Okay. Setting up Spheron GitHub Action. All right. So till here it is copy pasted. What else? Now make your repository setting include your repository API key saved as secret. Now you can generate API through Spheron. Okay. You make sure repository setting includes a Spheron API key saved as secret. You can generate API through setup Spheron. Okay. Log into Spheron account. Create new Spheron project. Spheron API key. Where is API key? Okay, from project setting page, get the Spheron API key. Okay.
That's incorrect.
You should, yeah, so this is incorrect. But anyways, let's
You
move
can't
on.
go. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah.
Understanding the workflow defined by ML code every time the main branch is pushed. Okay. What is this?
It's a screenshot of, I think, GitHub Action. Yeah.
Okay. So what is the value addition here? I think it is much written in our documentation than what is written here. There is a video also. Click on this to learn more about Spheron. So click on a video. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So this is pure scam. Okay. This is fucking scam. Samarth is here. I think it's you who has written this. So when you say to learn more about Spheron, click on the video. Is this the video you're pointing?
Hello. Yeah.
Okay. So this is a pure scam. I'm completely out. Like I can't even vote this particular blog. What is the number he got? 6.
Basically, this video I've attached it to know the basic about CI/CD pipeline, and also
But
for the
but 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 read here what is written here, right? To learn more about Spheron CLI, click on this video.
maybe I
What?
kept it
Yeah.
wrong,
So
but at the end of the blog,
yeah. So it is just unnecessary pointing or like trying to deviate a user from one place to another place. That is one thing.
ये maybe ये गलत हो गया.
And then there is a Spheron API key. यहाँ पे कहाँ पे भाई? Like
ये
where
basic
exactly API key?
API की मैंने जनरेट तो नहीं करी, मतलब दिखाया नहीं वाला डैशबोर्ड, बट इस वाले डैशबोर्ड से जो हम लोगों का यूजर प्रोफाइल है उसके लेफ्ट में जो ऑप्शन होता है वहां से API की जनरेट होती है.
Right. तो उसमें डालना चाहिए था ना bro. So that is what the all about the blog is. So if you are writing, if you are putting your enough resource and time and everything, then you also have to just write it. It's very simple. So it's not going to be working with Spheron. Like it has to. If you are going somewhere else also writing the blogs, you have to understand like what they are looking for. We are not looking for all of these things. We are already have all these things in our documentation. And now you have a very great SEO skill set which you have reused somewhere into this entire place, like where you have used specific taglines or something to kind of point it out. I don't see like this blog even worth 6. I'm going to degrade this. Who is going to be who? So I'm ready to, since you have used Spheron GitHub Actions. One wrong here. I'm going to downgrade it to at least, since you have just put the effort, keeping that in mind and keeping like you are making sure like you are also in this video to get roasted. So so I'm not going to make it 0, but I'm ready to make it 2, not more than that. Okay. It's not it. And if you have any questions and concern and arguments, feel free to open that. The entire role is yours. If you think whatever I'm speaking is wrong, please counter it. Okay. If not, And if you're okay with 2, just let's raise hand if most of us are okay with 2. And we are going to just downgrade to 2 or any other number. Samarth is okay. So the person who has written the blog is okay. So now everyone should be okay.
I've made the minor mistakes. Like I've attached the wrong
Yeah.
video using the Spheron CLI, but
Right,
not.
right. Not only that, so you have to also make sure is whenever you are writing the blogs anywhere, okay, it has to be clearly mentioned and showcase is like you have literally used the product. So whenever you use a product and when you write it, the feel of writing is always different. So let's say if I tell you to eat a mango, right? The person who has already eaten a mango, I can bet his way of eating mango will always be different than a person who has never ate the mango. Okay, he's going to use the spoon and different thing, but the new person, like the the pro will be like just peel off the outer layer and they start eating, right? So there is always you will find that like the person has really used and put his entire effort into doing that. So I'm good with 2. Prakash?
Yeah, like Samarth is over here, and I think we can. I know it's gonna be hard for them to vote for himself to decrease it. So
Yeah, it's fine. See, it's fine. So the reason we are on this call is to make all of you understand where is the mistake you guys are doing, so that whenever next blog challenge goes live, you are well prepared to tackle it versus somebody else who might not be just coming into, right? So the next stage of yours, not only in Spheron, after this, you can go and apply on Alchemy. There are tons of different people who are already running this content kind of a game, right? And I can challenge in the bet, you will not get this kind of feedback on your content over the call. You will just immediately get all of those things out. So the reason I'm telling you so that you can also make your career out of it if you're looking forward. I think Sivash is also one of our content writer who we have hired. Ask him is like how tough it is a life as a content writer. It's not easy to make money. Okay, you have to literally write the things which are worth. So I'll not give money to a person like who's just writing something. All right, so let's get to somebody who has got Priyanshu has got 7 on the scoreboard. Okay, so let's get started. Many people are interested in finding realm or decentralized apps incredibly fascinating. However, makes it challenging to get your system. This is a good line. With it, quickly easily deploy your application, access few lines into terminal. Yes, you had it correctly. All you need is a terminal. Okay. CI remove the complexity in deploying the blockchain network on a blockchain network, which is okay. Succeeds doing with the okay. Getting started with Spheron CLI. Sudo npm. Okay, so you are using Mac. Good. So now we need to log in Spheron account. If you have not haven't account, okay, sign up. After that, type in terminal the command given below. Right, so he has logged in. Create app. Spheron create app. Okay, so here is the wrong line, right? It's create dApp. It's not create app.
It's a wrong command.
Bro, done. Done. It's 0. It's 0. Like it basically. So you have you used, if you are here, Priyanshu, have you used Spheron CLI? Okay, so
Yes,
let's get started. It might be a spell error also. Okay, so let's imagine
yes,
it's
sir.
like
All the
that.
screenshots that I have attached is of my system only.
But this create dApp, it is create dApp, dude. It is not create app. We have Spheron space create D app. Just show me where it is app, and we will make you winner now. It's dApp. It might be a spelling error because you might have copy pasted it, right? So from your device, let's imagine
Yes,
you
sir.
have copy pasted. In that way, we are moving forward. But update this line.
Okay, sir.
And change. Okay.
Yeah.
Choose the default template option for now. Okay, it's good. Change the directory to app, my app, or whatever. You can check the structure, ls. Okay, command line npm install. Next. Okay, after next export, done. Spheron publish. Understood how to deploy your application using Spheron CLI. You can make the changes. All right. Can we copy his link, which has been deployed here?
Right click on it and search with Google. Search image with Google will come. There you can, search image with Google. Yeah, this one. There you can copy the text. No, not like that. Right click on the page.
Just
Page.
Copy
just
text from
simply
image.
you can just select
Yes.
it and okay.
Hmm.
Right. So this is the next app of this Spheron only. It must get open. Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's a next
that's the next step.
boilerplate.
Yeah.
All right. So a few comments here. The one thing CLI you have first thing you are smart. I'll be very honest. The reason being because you have picked the topic which was very simple to kind of use and write around. So it's good. Like you have chosen the right topic to kind of start writing. So that basically showcase like like you what you are trying to do. Um, Now coming to the few comments here. Okay, so whenever you are doing any of these things, it's also mandatory or it's also easier if you can showcase it from your CLI, like directly opening from your terminal and then just click an instant shot of terminal and just showcase to the people like this is how it can be done. Or you can also have just recorded small snippets. I'm just adding on top of whatever you have written. But I don't have any point apart from this to degrade your point if you have not have done this, but you have written it good, not very
Yeah.
high level, not very low, but you have written something which but I think you are smart enough to kind of pick the topic which was easier and very straightforward to do it on the machine. So guys, please learn. Also, this is also one of the skill sets. So let's say if you think the GitHub action is very complicated for you, don't pick it up, right? Or even if you think like that is very complicated to write, then also like you have to think twice. Go and read about it. And one more thing, if anyone else has written around the CLI, Prakash, have you checked?
Yes, there are few who have written on it.
Can we have that link now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, please. All right, so let's go to jump on another one till the time we can get the. I'm picking the seventh one, who has got the highest point on our leaderboard, and his name is Prateek Singh, and he has got the highest point. Okay, so let's go. Unleash the power of multi-chain storage. Topic looks good. Okay, so we have gotten, but we'll come to this one later. Let's open this and try to compare both so that we don't unjustify the work of somebody else also. Okay, and we can kind of see is like where you can also improve. Launch your app or DApp or app using Spheron CLI. Okay, Spheron UI and CLI. This is good. Spheron provides two ways. It's fine. Like we have two ways to do it. Deliver the deployment URL in hashes which are not human readable. This is crucial feature for developers. This is also good. Has also domain. Okay. This also is command line to deploy apps. Okay, blah blah blah. Smooth and hassle-free deployment experience or app. Okay. Installation. Right help login. Spheron upload. Okay. Upload is example to how it works. All right. All right. So this is also good because the resource hasn't clearly mentioned here, like from where this entire thing has been taken up. And one thing remember, as a content writer, you all have to make sure, like from wherever you are copy pasting your content, or you are taking inspiration from the content, you have to make sure you provide the resources in your bottom line to show a proper gratitude to the right writer who has written it properly for you to kind of get inspiration from. And in that context, and if I have to see this and if I have to see this one, I would love to increase his point, like whosoever has written this one. This is Ria has written this. I would love to increase. I don't know if she or he, but I'm just going to pronounce Ria now. So if Ria has written this one, I would love to increase point versus this one. How many of you agree on this? Okay, let's ask this question from you, all of you. Okay, just read this. Okay, and you don't have a conclusion. Okay, we have written everything, but the beauty of this is she has used. I don't know, Ria. I think Ria is also here. If you can.
Yeah, he is on the
Yep.
call.
Okay, so I think you have already used here. So I think she has done a good job in doing this. How many of you like agree? Because I can see this is good, no doubt. But at least this person has also given a gratitude to the person who has already written the blogs, which is from Doctor Spheron Network and also from this introduction of the CLI. Okay. So Pratik is giving yes. Okay. So how many of you are good with this one? And we are going to increase her point. Okay. So most of us are here. Okay. So now the Ria, what is her point now into leaderboard? Okay,
One.
she is 22. Okay, so now you have increased to, you have just replaced, I think, Priyanshu, and you are on the third on the top leaderboard number. Okay, and again, guys, you can always, and Priyanshu, your number is not going to change, but we have one more player with you, who will be playing the same field. But
Sir, may I
I'm
please
going
add
to,
something?
yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So in the Riaz block, there was the command npm install the Spheron CLI,
npm
the
install,
first
yeah.
statement. Yeah. So when I was trying it on my Windows system, it was getting some errors on
Yeah, so
installing.
she has,
So,
that is
but
where
she has,
I know, yeah, I know you might have asked this question. So if you read here, she has used like open your terminal as administrator mode.
yeah. But on the same also, it was getting some of the errors, and I think she has skipped that part by not putting the screenshots of the same. And in my blog, you
Oh,
can
is it?
see I've simply told that you can prefer Windows subsystem for Linux for installing the Spheron CLI.
Hmm. How about Ria, you? Is like, did you got error while doing this? I don't think like there should be any error while you do it in administrator
No,
mode.
no, sir. There was some issue. I'm not saying it's error. It may be of my system.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. So generally,
I,
okay.
I
So let
just
me tell you how it. Yeah, let me tell you how it kinds of looks like. Um, Whenever you install in Windows, so when you do sudo on Linux or even Mac, sudo basically gives you the access of admin access, right, to kind of write files and everything. But in Windows, we don't have such kind of command. So sometimes what happens, and that is what we have to also write in our blogs, is whenever you are running any command prompt or command line in Windows, because I've been Windows user for around 4 years, 4 to 5 years of my career. So I've kind of used that. So whenever you are running that into your CLI, you have to make sure you close all your existing CLI. Any running instance of the CLI will cause this problem of showing is like there's some error of EONT or some admin related error, and it will not allow you to install. So the best way is to close all those terminals and then go and run one terminal in admin mode and install it. But Ria, you can comment on that one if you have got the issue or not. And if you have got, then why did you have not mentioned that here?
No, I didn't get any.
Okay, so then it is fine. I think we both are on the same point. There is no differences on the point. But tell me, let me ask you this one, Priyanshu. Is like you have written a good blog, no problem in that. Okay, and that is one of the reasons. Like not just add D here, and it will be sorted. And Ria is now going to be moving on the same level of yours.
Yeah, I would like to add one point.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so in Ria's blog, the link that she has posted at the end, the upload link, that is the same as the docs.
Is it?
So I'm the one who has created it, so I know that.
Okay, let me just where exactly it is.
Yeah, Spheron CLI. Scroll to the bottom.
Okay. Scroll to the bottom. Okay, let me just find this. Okay. So this is still into our dashboard itself. Okay. So have you really used? So this is how we find. This is how we find it. Okay. Is if you have completely copy pasted it or not. It looks like you have copy pasted. You cannot have the same file in your system what Ayush has uploaded. And this is the beauty of IPFS. You cannot, if he has not shared that file to you, you cannot have that file with the same IPFS hash and also with the same things, right? Do you have any concerns, Riya, here? If not,
This is
then
kind of getting
then you
funnier.
then you are then you are good at your point now. So I'm pulling off that one. But how? Okay, so again, that is one of the reasons we are on this call is to not only one eye can see it, but multiple eyes can see it. So Priyanshu, you are safe. You don't have a competition. Okay.
Thank you.
I thank you so much, Ayush man, for pointing this out because I was not doing it. I kind of completely missed that. Yeah, I think we
This
can
is
have
same.
this. We can have this as a record, proof of record, where you can now point if that person is uploading the same file or it is something else. Because now you have the okay. So the biggest verifiability is here. It is LA at the
There's a
last. Let's
CID.
find like what is
Yeah, the
it's
CID is
it's LA.
same.
It's a copy paste. It's a
Completely
complete copy
copy
paste.
paste.
Okay. So down. How many of you are okay with that same number? What was I saying earlier? Raise hands. Okay. So we have all the votes. So yeah, sorry, we can't give you that point now, but keep pushing those blocks, but avoid using directly. Instead, use Spheron versus. Like, I think Priyanshu was kind of pointing out the right one. There might be some Windows issue which you might have already got. We also will definitely take a look. So Priyanshu, you are good. Now coming to the top blogger who has got the top position is Pratik. Your app is Spheron SDK and leads the power of multi-chain storage. That's cool. Embark on a get to know the Spheron client. Okay. Elevate your data happiness publishing. Okay. Supercharge your app, bucket superpowers, retrieve bucket information. Is it? This is also there. Ayush, can you check it? Is most of the contents are there on our docs or it is different one? Spheron Storage SDK developers best friend, multi-storage protocol. Okay, efficient, reliable error
Yeah,
handling.
can you share me the
Congratulations.
link?
Okay, let me just send you the link.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right, so let's go to Spheron storage actually, and can we just take a look? I think I fueled my soul. Tech reach Spheron. This technology captivated me. So are you looking for an app decentralized to next level with robust flexible storage? Okay, Embark is on the journey. Have you tried uploading? Is Pratik is also here, whose blog is here? Has been. I think he has not uploaded anything with the storage. No. This is not uploaded. No. Ayush, just take a look. I think till the time Ayush is looking into, let's go to on request. Soham has asked to kind of review his. So let's go and see the Soham's one now. And how much you have got on the leaderboard? Node.js, Docker app, create Node Express app. Okay. This looks like you have taken your system thing. This is good. Okay, so one of the beauty of taking your system is you will be able to have this your name at the last. Okay, so whenever you are using your own system, you will have this name at the last of yours. So that basically showcase like you are doing it on your own server. And then you have done this at any time. Okay. All right. Now it's time to create a new file called index.js, which is our entry point for this server. This means that your server execution starts from this file. Good explanation here because people generally don't give that from where that execution is going to get started. And then you are also doing on the command line, it showcases you have a scroll bar also enabled. You are not editing and copy pasting. Now that file is being created, it's add code into it. Okay, done. Navigating to index.js. Okay, I have added this basic port commands here, index.js done. All right, in the local you have run it, so good. This is a good part. At least you are running it local and you are getting it in the localhost 3000 and it's serving hello world is expected, creating Docker image, create Docker file. All right, index.js, which is going to be the command, creating dot ignore. This is good. Nobody has added dot ignore and it is must to add whenever you are doing it. So that your all these node modules and other things are not been uploaded on the Docker Hub while you are kind of building it up. Building, testing, and Docker image. Nice. -t, build, run, done. Right, cool, man. You have written a good one. Pushing the image to the Docker Hub. Now let's push the Docker Hub. This is good. Enter the required detail and create a repository. Is this your repository which you are trying to create? Yes, it is here only. This is good. Docker login, done. Enter the following command. Good. You have done the push also properly. Deploy it to Spheron compute. Okay. Now you have given the screenshot, registry. Bro, this is good. Why you are not picked? What is the ranking of yours? 5? Who the hell has given you the 5? The only thing which you are missing is the contributor page. That's it. You have written it. You have written it perfectly. No errors so far. And congratulations, you have deployed the XPJS app. The source code is here. Who gives the source code? Who the fuck has given the source code so far? No one. Right? And why yours has not been picked? That is the big question. Prakash, let's bring Prakash here.
So I was not the single reviewer of these blogs. So
yeah, I can understand. I can understand. Yeah, so this is the good part. This is the community part, right? In where you can bring it, if we have missed it out. And that is one of the reasons, like, we did not just gone and opened up the entire score. Bro, you have written a good one. I am completely aligned to place you on the top versus where Pratik is now. And move the Pratik scores lower to 7 and move you to the hub. Anyone has any questions, whatever he has written so far? You have 5 minutes. Everyone go ahead and read it out. And he is going to be our... Oh, so Pratik has 8. We will reduce this because he has not really done it properly. I can bet on that because you have just used our content and you have not literally used it on... Or if you have used us, you'd have just showed us in the same way like what he has shown by spinning up a server and from the server try to upload something from that server itself, just send a file or do something by API call for using Postman, but nothing has been done. So I'm not convinced on that block yet. Ayush, have you checked?
Yeah, there is nothing much in that.
Okay. So, yeah. All right. So, Soham, anyone else wants to put your own blog to get reviewed now? You have a chance now. And believe me, you will not regret this chance. He is not going to regret. I can bet on this. Anyone else? No? So guys, I'm very much happy with his blog. Overall, his logo is correct. He has clearly written everything. He has given the source code to go and do the deployment on your own. Shown the right screenshot with his own organization. Shown everything. I'm in favor of him making the top of the leaderboard. How many of you are okay? If you're not okay, unmute yourself and speak why you're not okay. Raise your hand and we are going to move him on the top, on the leaderboard, and he's going to be the, you know what he's going to be. All right. So he has got the full vote. Okay. So Ria has also done. Pratik S has not voted yet. But Pratik S, what is the reason you are not voting?
He has
Actually, I
voted.
have connected with my
Oh,
2 accounts. I have voted.
okay,
I
okay.
have
So
voted. I have
then
voted.
it's fine.
And
So
that's amazing,
Soham is
Pratik. It's coming from you that
yeah.
you are giving away, but don't believe it's like you're giving away.
Yeah, and also you, if you think whatever we are talking here is wrong, and at any point of a time you think there is something which we are over, and believe me, he just posted us to review his blog. We did not curated it. Okay, we have not given him
Yeah,
money
yeah,
to kind of send me anything else.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I can
it
feel
was
that.
random. Everything was random. So thank you, Swam, for kind of sharing your blog. I don't know why you got the 5. I want. I'm going to ask person. It happens. Okay. So that is one of the reasons we have not announced in the public who is going to be the winner. We wanted this call to have so that we all can review. And if you feel like your blog has been missed or you have got lesser vote, and this is what the community is all about, right? Where we come, talk, vote, and make the winners in a very democratic way versus some centralized fucking way to kind of go and do that, right? So Soham, just make Soham on the leaderboard on the top, and I think we are done for the day today. So let me do the congratulations. Anything which you want to say? Let me do the congratulations to you as well.
This was
Everyone can
basically
send the
this
clapping
was like
hand.
basically Big Boss of vlogs. And in the end, you change it by a wild card. You throw in a wild card, and that gets changed because
Wow.
Blackjack,
Pratik would
guys.
kill us right now. Like,
Congratulations, man. Come on. It's fun.
Big Congo.
It's fun. Big congratulations. I think you did it. So he was silently waiting, and then he got a chance to put his card out, and he calmly said, "I have got 5 in the rating," and now he's a winner.
he threw himself
Played his card.
as a wild
He
card.
played his card. Yeah.
You are going to be a good poker player. Try playing poker.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Soham, you want to tell, or anyone else wants to like speak anything? Please open up your mic. I think we have got our winner publicly, openly, on a public platform. So if you guys have any question, concern, feel free to raise. If you want to speak out something, it's your time now to speak out, and then we'll hear it from Soham itself. Anyone wants to speak? Sivashis, you want to speak? All of you have raised the hand. How was the experience so far? Was it a good? If it is good, just click a like button there. What will be the next task? It will come up next time. Have fun. We have just got one winner, so let's celebrate his winning first, and then we'll
Hello.
come into the next one later.
हेलो
Yes.
भैया मेरा ब्लॉग रिव्यू नहीं हुआ है
नहीं हुआ? ओ भाई, अब तो अब तो अब तो विनर अनाउंस हो गया ब्रो.
भैया मैं तो सबमिट किया
I think you, when did you submitted your blog? What was your blog?
भैया जून 8 फर्स्ट ब्लॉग मेरा ही था शायद
Okay, just send me your blog.
डिस्कॉर्ड पे भी शेयर किया था फर्स्ट पे
Let's do this.
हमने
But we
कई
have already
ब्लॉग्स
got.
यार डिस्क्वालीफाई भी किए हैं. So
Okay. But let's if his was disqualified, then we have to look into, right? Like why he has got also
no,
disqualified.
he hasn't been disqualified.
Okay. But what was the number he has received?
नो मेरा
Okay,
तो
so
लिस्ट में
हाँ तो ये वाला है ना blog आपका. This one is the blog. So let's review it. Okay. So the first thing first, the heading is this one. This image which you have attached here is not good. Okay. We should have used something else rather than this one. It just
ओके
decreases your worth of your blog. Okay. Spheron network browser upload topic can be improved. So whenever you are writing a topic, you have to write a topic in a way like, let's say, if I go to here, right? So he has written deploying Express.js app using Docker on Spheron compute. So you have two things which got combined together: the Docker, Express, three things basically: Docker, Express, and Spheron. Okay, as a point of word kind of coming out. For you, it was you have just written it very blatantly. I know you might have been very straight guy, but here you have just written it very straight. Like Spheron network, I don't want to talk about anything else. Just Spheron network, and this is what browser upload is. Okay, and then let us first understand what is browser upload feature of Spheron. Okay, using Spheron upload functionality, Spheron network, due to the fact that they are not kept on centralized servers, there is meta storage both practical and secure. Okay, so let me ask you this question. The moment you write such kind of a statement, both practical and secure, most likely, if a dev who is going to be reading this, he might have a question in his head or her head. Okay, is how it is practical and secure. So if you're talking about the practicality and security, you also have to mention that here somewhere. Is this is how they kind of do it, and this is how they are practical and secure. Now coming to other part, this file will subsequently be uploaded to, okay, when the file will subsequently be uploaded to Spheron network to over the Spheron network to IPFS, you will receive a CID for each file after it has been submitted. To access the file, Spheron network use the CID. Okay, the versatile to, okay, so there are a few things. To access the file on the Spheron network, use the CID. This is a wrong statement, because in the Spheron we have two things. There is a bucket ID, there is a upload ID, and all of those IDs. And inside this Spheron, you have bucket ID and all of those IDs to kind of find the CID. Okay, not the other way around. So in the CID is a content retrieval process. It's not finding inside the Spheron. Inside the Spheron, you should have upload ID and the bucket ID to like make sure like you are pointing that out. Now, versatility tool of features Spheron browser effective number of tasks. Spheron network is extended twice if you're seeking what is okay. This is good. Why we are using browser upload feature for security convenience? Okay, so this is not a justified answer for why the browser upload. Just to give you guys understanding why the browser upload. In the browser upload, we have this key management kind of new way of managing the keys, where you can keep your key on the server and you can only expose the session key to the client. In that way, your session key never, even though in the case your session key get compromised, that compromise can only happen for the next 8 or 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever that key has been allocated for. After that, you are again safe. You don't even have to worry about. And not only that, you can also revoke that access. So that is one of the reasons like it is way secure than anyone else. Convenience, effectiveness, because files are kept in distributed fashion, they might be okay. So this is not effectiveness. This means here. Now offers a range of, again, you are using the same terms. Advantage of setting up monorepo. Okay, so now you have completely switched the context.
No.
Okay,
I'm
so
using the creative.
Starting the setup, we are using the monorepo. Okay, yeah. Starting with setup, we are, so instead of writing this like this on a follow-on, I think Sivashis can also add the point here. So let's say if you're going to be a follow-on topic, right? So always make sure your follow-on topics has a heading and goes inside that. So let's say I was just reading till here, right? And until here we were just talking about the versatility and tons of different thing about Spheron, and then suddenly we just jumped into, during the same talk, we just jumped into the setup process, and that is not how you should kind of write it. It's like whenever you are writing, you have to make sure, but you are following so far everything clearly. The only thing is like you have not written it in the way it has to be. Advantage of setting up monorepo. Monorepo provides you with all of those things. Code sharing, you use monorepo. Because okay, this is fine. We are talking about monorepo. Good routes inside the routers. Okay, this is to decentralize. We employ the Spheron storage SDK. Okay, through the use of our decentralized storage network, this SDK enables us to store, create your Spheron token from Spheron network. This is wrong. Our token can be created from app.spheron.network /settings/ there's a token URL where it has to get created, not from Spheron.network. When data is uploaded, the decentralized storage system is /initiate upload route. This is fine. I think you could have used some kind of a coding here. You are writing on dev.to, right? Yeah, so it has the coding blocks. You can use the coding blocks to kind of provide the coding as well. Router facilitator, let's create a white. Okay. What is this? This is the image. Is this an image?
Yeah, it's an image.
All right. So never do this. Whenever you are doing the things, you should never point your images here. Instead, you could have just used the code injection there and kind of pasted the entire code, and that would have been much more better. Um, but anyways, upload. Okay, and that is it. All right. So just to give a quick feedback here, you have written few things correctly. I've already given the feedback. What are the things which you should be improving? I think you should be given a point. And how much point you have got on leaderboard?
एक्चुअली लीडर बोर्ड में नेम ही नहीं है.
भाई लीडर बोर्ड में इसका नाम होना चाहिए ब्रो. He has written at least he has done a good job in writing all of these things out. Yeah. So let's vote for him to bring into the leaderboard, and let's remove somebody from the leaderboard. Once he gets into the leaderboard, somebody will get removed by default who has not written it rightly. Who are good with giving him? So I'm not going to point him like how number here. Let's hear from all of you like what you are good at in giving the number.
We already have a 0 on the leaderboard, I guess. The first one that you were talking about. We gave 0 to a guy, right?
Oh yeah, we have given a 0 to somebody. I think we have given to Eshank Tyagi, someone who has got 4 as a point.
Yeah. There are a couple of people. There are a couple of people gone down from like 4 to 0 to I think it will be.
So let's vote. How much point you think he should get? Niku should get for his job on this blog? I'm going to vote. I'm in a favor of giving him 5 as a number. How about you guys? Are you guys okay with the 5? If yes, raise your hand. If no, don't raise. 5, 5, 5. So you have made it into the leaderboard. All right. So there is one more Jack which has got played now. Apart from Soham. So Niku is also now in the leaderboard. Prakash?
Yeah.
We have got one more person in our leaderboard with the 5 number.
I think, next time we'll make sure that there are less people throwing jacks onto it because we have gone through a very serious process of reviewing all of these. So yeah.
But it's good, right? It's fun to kind of do it in this way, or else they would have been thinking about is like why my blog has not been listed. Now most of the people who are in this call, they know why they are there and why they are not there. Okay, and why this person is a winner and why that another person is not a winner, because there is always will be a difference between like who is winning and who is not winning. For the winners, they have won it. They have to do better from going forward. Like expectation will always be high. For the people who won't be winning, they will have a learning curve and understanding. Like the reason why they have not won is because of this. Now, next time, whenever you guys are submitting your blog, not only in Spheron, anywhere else in this entire world, everyone is going to follow the same process what I have done so far to review your blog. It's good about us is like we got over a call and we have given the option to Soham and other people to kind of submit that as well. But generally, that also not happens. Once some of the team members say yes or no, it just goes on and it just passes on. But that is what we are here to break at Spheron, is that philosophy of voting for anyone who are involved or who have got into the leaderboard. Okay, who can come and renegotiate the leaderboard before and the front of the community itself. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Soham, if you want to add any point of yours, what was your experience so far? How did you loved it coming from 5 as a point to becoming the winner of the entire?
Actually, I was pretty disappointed when I got the 5 and was wondering that what went wrong. So I just wanted to know what's wrong. So that's why I kept asking, please review mine, please review mine. But I wasn't expecting that I would be the winner. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So that basically means like we have not let your expectations down in that terms, if I have to speak. Just imagine if you not have had this call, then Prakash might have decided somebody else a winner. So that basically showcase also in our team at Spheron. It doesn't matter who the team member is. Okay. If they are doing not justifying somebody else's work, they will be pulled and they will be handhold and they will hold responsible for why they have not chosen that person. And you all are also team members. So you can always point out, you can always ask, you always have a responsibility. You can always go ahead and tell to us is like who is going to be okay. So he is asking for updated leaderboard. You will get that updated leaderboard. No worries. We have already decided our winners. Winner is Soham. You have got your points. Prakash, please make sure you update the leaderboard. And let's go ahead and announce it. Soham, please make sure you send your Twitter account. You send all of those accounts, whichever you have. And also, if you guys have loved being here and being judged over this call and being also voting for your own content. I have seen Pratik and all these folks have Priyanshu also has voted for his own content to kind of decrease the value and everything. So if you loved the entire process where people are also engaging themselves, feel free to go and share on socials, or if you don't, that is also fine, but feel free to go ahead and share on socials. We'll be more than happy to hear your thought. And also we'll be more than happy to hear your criticism towards Spheron. You can go open in the public and say, fuck guys, come on. These guys just bring all the people on the call and they just screw everyone. Okay. And we don't love what they're doing. It's fine. You can call it out. But this is how we should think about like growing together. Till the time you don't criticize openly, you're not going to fucking win. You have to be, if you have to be a winner, you have to learn how to get the criticism in the public as well, which we get day in and day out. So we are good with that. If you are good with that, so thank you so much for joining in. I'm done here. If you guys have any more questions or comments, we'll be here for the next 1 more minute, and then we'll wrap it off. Prakash is going to announce the leaderboard, and most likely, Soham, you'll be to top, and you'll get the receiving the things from our side. Yeah. Anyone wants to share anything? No. Good.
Congratulations,
Happy?
everyone. This was a Big Boss episode of Vlog Challenge. So, yeah,
fuck. This was mind blowing, mind boggling, mind fuck. So this was a mind fuck exercise which we have done today. Like he just came up, put his card forward. Guys, I'm the winner. So it was good. It was fun. We are going to keep doing this. Let's keep doing this. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for being here. If nothing to add, we'll drop off and have a wonderful day. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Take care.
Have a wonderful day, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
It was amazing to meet you all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.